one of our esteemed guests, who's not only a playbook architect on the football field, but also is a life strategist in the classroom. Coach David Hill, a beacon of guidance at Desert Pines High School, my personal alma mater, has not only led approximately 100+ students to victory of a college scholarships, but also a cornerstone of life education through the Jobs of America's Graduates Program, boasting a remarkable 100% graduation rate. He's the personification of our core values, hard work, dedication, and the transformative power of mentorship. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, brother, man. Giving our audience some aspects of, entrepreneurship, mentorship, or understanding guidance, just how important it is, and giving a little insight of what you do and who you are.
From Las Vegas, Nevada. Obviously, we both went to the same high school, Desert Pines High School. My mom had me at 14. I'm the oldest out of 4, 3 all boys. Played football at Desert Pines, left there, went to University of St. Mary's in North Dakota. Left there, went to junior college. From junior college, went to University of Arizona. Go back to Desert Pines, get back to my community, get these kids what I needed, what I felt we needed. I felt we needed more mentorship, more people to believe in us, show us how to get to the things that we said we wanted, because, we're saying it, but we don't got the blueprint. We don't got the roadmap to get there. So I was like, okay, let me go back and be that beacon of light in my community, that pillar. And that's why I worked out, because I was intentional. And when I came there, God had me, and it worked out.
We always want to make sure that, any type of success that we do have as a prominent person in this world, you always want to try to reach back and pull up one.
Absolutely.
Mentorship is very, very important, not only to our community, but just in communities just in general. It really matters when someone is able to say, hey, this is how you do it, and really care. Don't want to skip over your prominence in sweat equity check and no days off in your business in regards to entrepreneurship as well.
It was just something that I started. I was just thinking about like you can visually see this, and sometimes we give off the personification that we're doing something, and so it's like you see the sweat or you see the car, and that signifies we getting money or we doing these such things. And I was like, I want to go deeper than that. And then the equity I was like, what is that? That's building up, whether it's a marriage, the house that you got, over time. The more that you do it, you build up equity, whether it's in the gym, whether it's coaching sports, and being somebody in the community that people look up. The longer you do it, the more equity that you build up. So I was like, okay, let's do that. And the check is the accountability, because sometimes I think that, when you get money or you get fame or you get success or you get to losing weight or gaining weight, whatever it may be, we start to kind of forget how we got there. So we don't have the accountability. We get that God complex, like nobody can tell me nothing. I just lost 60 pounds, I'm in the gym, or I got all this money, you can't tell me nothing, or I won 3 national championships. But the check is the accountability, keeping you grounded and making you remember what you did to get there. So I just put all that together, and it was something that I felt that embodied me and my grind.
Leadership is not necessarily mentorship, right? We would think they will be very synonymous with one another, which actually they are, but they aren't at the same time.
Absolutely.
Because you can be a mentor that's doing things totally wrong in your real life, but your mentor is somebody that is and giving them the great direction. But as a leader, you talk that talk and walk that walk,
absolutely.
Right? But with that, leadership is very big. So when we're talking about that, I want you to understand that in the military sector, that mentorship, that guidance, those higher level personnel, they go through rigorous training on how to be a leader, right? How to be a mentor. Do you guys kind of get some of that, leadership training, in the University of Georgia?
If you looking to grab leadership, and that's like, I'm not saying that we taking classes or things like that, but it's like you got one of the best head coaches in college football, Kirby Smart, and why would you not be looking to see how he conduct himself? Why would you not be looking like how he carries himself or how he attacks his day-to-day, the things that you are accessible to? Why would you not be looking at our offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator, or the running back coach, or that's what you said you're inspired to be? So in that way, because I'm still climbing that ladder. So yeah, I'm getting the mentorship because I'm looking at the people that I want to be like, what I mean? I want to be in those positions one day. So that's the type of leadership you're getting, hands-on. It's like, on the job training. Yeah, on the job training. So that's what I'm getting in that sense. But as far as like I told, like the coaching convention, you got little things where you can go and hear people speak and stuff like that. But the most is the day-to-day. That's how you get that.
Talk a little bit about the preparation, right? When you're talking about telling the kids this is what you wanted to do. What did some of that look like?
A lot of people, they didn't see behind the scenes what I was doing. I was taking not just the Desert Pines kids, I started with the Desert Pines kids and expanded because a lot of people wasn't taking these kids on trips. And the parents, you know, when you come from the inner city, your parents can't afford to take off for the weekend and drive you up to USC or take you across the country or have the necessary resources to do those things. I know my mom couldn't do that. She could barely come to my games because she was working so much trying to make sure that we were able to pay the bills and feed us and clothe us and things like that. So I wanted to kind of step in and fill that void for these parents, my community, because I wanted that. You know what I mean? I said I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know how to necessarily take the proper steps, how to get in contact. And so I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do when I come back. I'm gonna take these kids and give them the exposure that they need. I'm gonna put them in front of the coaches. I'm gonna put them in front of the kids so now they know what it's attainable. Because I was just at USC, I know I can get there. I just visited, I just talked to the coach. I know what it is. And so I took the kids there, I made their highlight tapes. I got with our counselors to make sure that their academics was being right. I was calling parents. I was like an old school teacher. I was calling parents, like, this kid got a D, this kid got a C. He said he want to go to college though. And with that combination of me working with the parents, working with the counselors and staying on top of them, you seen results start to yield really, really big because, you know what I mean? They say that somebody care. Like I'm checking with the teacher, like, why does he got a C and what does he need to do? And why can't he have a B or why can't he get an A? And so you got kids, like my first kid that I ever sent to college, Tim Huff. I love him to death. That's my little brother. But when he came, he had all F's. But then he graduated with honors from Desert Pines, you know what I mean? So it's like showing him, grinding, getting on him, like literally didn't even take his academics serious, but now you can't go to college. And he's like, oh, you can't go to college. You think he just received a scholarship. Because, you know, that's the narrative. Oh, I'll just fix it later. Or, you know, if I'm good enough, they'll figure it out.
Having the motivation to take the kids, man, because at the end of the day, a lot of times these mentors and leaders aren't getting the recognition that they deserve. And this is one of the reasons why I was really pressing, like, people like yourself, okay, you guys deserve high honors all the time because there's not too many mentors or leaders these days that are actually doing the work, right? So I always want to recognize that because I think we have a troubled youth right now. We think we really have a troubled youth problem, and that troubled youth problem is not always their fault.